pucker like that. Are you guys getting that?
No.
Right. My opinion's all I can give, guys. So.
Hey, and welcome back to Beer Babies, a podcast journey where we try to find the best beer money can buy. I'm your host. My name's Will, and I like some beers. And joining me, sharing the screen, I've got my two best pals. I got Billy.
Hey, guys. I'm Billy. I like a lot of beer, as you know. And we've also got with us down here. Who's that?
Hey, guys. It's Declan. It's good to be down here.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and do like the whole riff because there's three of us and Declan's below us, kind of Brady Bunch situation, but we're probably gonna fail. So I'm glad you guys are here to witness this. But anyway, let us know in the comments if it's funny or just really stupid. Why are we here?
While we're really leaning into this whole Zoom situation, we thought we should review some beers. You know, we have the technology, we have the will, and so we're going to try a few beers.
I was just saying that I've got Declan's beer, so I'm just gonna pass it down to him. Here
It's already on screen.
Shit. Okay.
Take it off screen.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
There you go. It's beautiful. I love technology.
Did that work?
That's good stuff. I cannot wait to cut that together.
Dude, we did it for you. It's old.
Anyway, that's it. The best edits are done in shot, as they say. So, speaking of the best, let's say if I have been able to pick up the best, because I went to the bottle shop and I picked up for us to try today the Last Rites Brewing Love Country. So this is a Tasmanian Ipa. And I've got a bit of a description from the website if you guys want to have a taste while I tell you a little bit more about this. I'll pull myself out some too. So on the website, they say this is an IPA inspired by tropical afternoons spent lounging around the hotel pool or sipping away at a pina colada. They use a liberal use of Nelson's Savion hops, giving a big fruit salad character, while the pale malt base is complemented by the late addition of coconut to the boil, adding the creaminess and a subtle coconut character. Lingering bitterness and a good alcohol level rounds out this most tropical of IPAs. Billy, you had a very visceral reaction. What do you think?
Well, You said it was, what kind of beer is this again?
An IPA.
Okay, so when I tasted it, I'm like, that's a dark beer. That's a dark beer. Find out.
I don't think so. I've had a taste.
It's not. I don't know if the can's throwing me off, but it's so the reaction I wasn't expecting was like really roasty kind of accents and caramelly kind of accents, like to the max, which made me think of it as a much darker beer than it actually is. Will, this doesn't put your glass up because yours is a lot darker than mine.
I think it's probably just the room. I don't have a light on.
Yeah, okay. It's probably, our cameras probably don't do it justice, but it is actually this light. If you can.
So,
Jack, what do you think?
I think the description on the bitter lingering is definitely there. It's lingering hard.
what about the coconutty, Declan? Because I am getting like a soft sort of coconut finish.
Kind of. It's nice. I don't know. I was like, beginning with, I kind of hated it, but it's growing on me.
Is it like a taste of coconut, or are we smelling it? Because I feel like you could have told me anything anything's in this beer, and I would have been like, oh yeah, I can taste it. I can smell it, but I can't smell it. But I feel like I can taste it.
I'm definitely getting a mild sort of coconutty taste.
Are you sure it's not in our heads, man? Because I feel like, who knows?
We should have tried it before Will said there was coconut in it.
Yeah,
and then after he said it.
Put more thought into this episode.
There definitely is a creamy mouthfeel. Billy, you're the mouthfeel guy. What do you think? Are you getting that?
Yeah, it's an explosion. It starts in the middle of the tongue with flavour, and then it rolls off to the sides with like a bitterness that keeps as the aftertaste. Like it almost makes you want to pucker like that. Are you guys getting that?
No.
Right. My opinion's all I can give, guys. So that's all you're getting.
Fair enough.
So you guys might have heard while I was reading out that little description before that they use Nelson Savion hops. And I'd never heard of this before. And I'm guessing
Savion
neither
block.
of you. Well, Billy, you're actually surprisingly close there because the Nelson Savion's name is derived from the Savion Blanc wine grapes, to which many agree has a similar flavor and aroma characteristics. It was developed in New Zealand and released in the year 2000. It is considered too wild for many major brewers. Despite this, Nelson Savion has found significant use among craft breweries and some breweries and home brewers for its eccentric characteristics.
Oh, well, I should have got the wine glass out, shouldn't I? If it's maybe got some kind of Savion Blanc. I also have to make one more note, Will. I can see your eyes reading from one side to the other. How wide is your monitor? Because it looks like your eyes go from over here to like over here for the next line. Like
my setup, I'll take a photo so we can cut to it. My setup is essentially, I'm using my laptop, but I've got two screens behind me from another computer that I was I was going to record on that, but the audio didn't sound great. So I've swapped back to the laptop, but I had my information up on the dual screens. So I've got stuff going here. I'm trading stocks. I'm reading about beers. I'm doing it all, man.
Man, it's like you're on crack right now. It's almost like Minority Report, where it's like swiping across the big screen. You're going nuts.
It's more Wolf of Wall Street. That was real out of time.
It was.
Yeah.
That was really bad. I hit the wrong. I didn't hit my heart either.
So you sync it up.
So we're talking about Last Rites, and it would be remiss of me not to mention the amazing can work. I think, to be honest, Last Rites probably have the best can game in the biz. These guys have the best cans in the biz. Would you guys disagree?
No, I would not disagree. So this is some really sick art, little dead man playing his banjo. Very cool.
It's almost, would you agree, Declan? Because you've got a lot of tattoos. I know you do too, Will, but I'm talking Declan. Is it kind of like almost tattoo artist kind of stuff, do you think? Like drawn? Like I can imagine that being pasted into someone's skin.
Are you getting some ideas, Bill?
Maybe I'm gonna get like this. Maybe I'm gonna get some kind of banjo playing skeleton. Maybe. What do you reckon? Across the chest?
I think if this podcast gets 1,000 listens and 1,000 views on YouTube, I think Billy has to get this tattoo.
All right. Okay. 1,000, 100%. I'll do it. 100%. I'm gonna get a banjo skeleton on my body somewhere.
I think I actually have a tattoo that's like very similar to the head situation that's going on.
Are you going to get it out, Deck? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't have to, but it's just very similar.
You could always get it out, Declan.
Which tattoo is it?
Oh, it's like the cowboy tattoo.
Oh, geez.
Whoa!
Those are some shorts, Deck.
That's so on point, really.
I think it's similar, but definitely different.
They got inspired by my tattoo.
I reckon they did. Yeah. I really reckon they did.
Even though this probably came out before I got my tattoo.
I know I get this beer like I was shocked when I first drank it, but it's not bad. Will, you mentioned last time we did a pod about a beer that might need a little bit more spark, so it's not so boring. Do you think this beer has that?
I think this has got a lot more going on than the last beer we tried. It's surprising because this is a stronger beer. This is 6.2%, but to me, it tastes a lot stronger than that. Like if you asked me, like I recently tried a couple of stronger beers, and I would say this was like 8% or something because it's got a real sharpness. Excuse me, but as I'm working through the can, it's definitely getting more drinkable. I think that creaminess of the coconut is sort of growing on me, and I'm starting to get into this. I'm digging it. What about you?
Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, it is a different beer. The other beer was a lot more fruity with like subtle aromas and stuff, and this is more of a almost, it's not chocolatey, but it's a roasted kind of caramelly kind of beer as well. But it has got that big flavor punch. And I don't know. I could see myself easily drinking like a big pint of this or something, but it is going to get into almost that heavy category where I probably won't drink it to excess, but I would probably really enjoy a few glasses of it. So
I think
it's almost like original beer.
I think really like I'm not getting that sort of like carameliness. I definitely think it's got like strong fruity flavors, but there's definitely a heaviness to it. Like this is a solid beer, and maybe that's that coconutty fit. I don't know how like putting coconut into the boil works or what it does. I'd love to.
I reckon there was a guy walking past and he was just making a coconut delivery, and it was kind of like how the Powerpuff Girls were made. It was an accident. Accidentally, instead of what was it? Ingredient X. That was
sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients to make the Powerpuff Girls.
That's correct.
So I think
some bars and accidentally dropped a coconut in the mix,
but
like
Professor X,
guys, it actually says on the back here the ingredients, which is sugar, spice, everything nice, coconut.
Yeah, done. Coconut X.
Yeah.
Well, Declan, what do you think? Like, you're not hating it, obviously.
Yeah, straight out the bat, I thought this was kind of not good, but the more I've drunk it, the more I'm enjoying it, which is funny. Because usually I don't like stuff like this, but it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, and sorry to jump in, but I think to let people behind the curtain, this is actually the second podcast we've done, and the one before it was a lot more mild. And I definitely think that, like, because it was such a mild beer, this then seemed really intense after that last one. But now that I've sort of sat with it for a while, it's fine. Like it's real, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Back to you, Declan.
Yeah, this is really good. Hopefully the first episode comes out, or else you're gonna have to cut that whole section. But
no, just cut all this.
Yeah, exactly. We just won't post this. I lost my train of thought. Billy, what do you think?
Yeah, when you were comparing it to other beers that we've had previously, we've actually, I don't know if we're meant to be bringing this up, Will, but we've reviewed one of the last rites before. And
sorry, Billy. If we are going to talk about that episode, I'd like to take the lead, and then I'll come back to you.
That's fine. That's fine, because I want to play some Halo anyway, so I'm out. It's fine.
So I think it is fun coming back to last rites towards like the start of 2022, New Year's. Feels like we're restarting all over again. But actually, the way we used to do the podcast back in the good old days was each of us would get three cans of 3 different beers, and we would review all of them in one sitting. So that was 9 different beers. And I remember the first day we did it. The first ever beer we did was like the Baskin Sculpin or something, or Ballast Sculpin.
Such a good.
You always remember your first beer podcast. But the last one we did that day, and I don't think it came out, was a beer by the Last Rites. I think it was the first time any of us had actually ever drank a dark beer, and we'd been drinking for about like 2 hours by that stage. We'd had a lot of different beers. We were not in a good way. We didn't have kind things to say, and we didn't sound particularly good either. So I'm pretty sure I just dumped that episode. If you really want to check, you can go back. It'll be somewhere around episode 9, if it ever did come out. But I think maybe that one is sitting somewhere in a deep, dark section of my hard drive. But yeah, it has been funny, sort of like at the start of this year, sort of looking back at some of the old ones we did, and seeing how far we've come.
I think it also goes to show that we've all grown a lot in our beers, because when we first had a dark last rites, we didn't give it a good rating because it was such an intense, flavoursome beer. But it would be, I think the can was purple from memory. So it would be nice to go back and potentially try that beer again and see how we like it, because we have all grown. in how we like beer. And I know you, Declan, you're denying it right now, but you do drink more beer. And
yeah, but not dark beers.
Yeah, but you got to also remember, you brought that can from memory, I think, because you like the look of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we should do season 1 beers that we hated on and try them again, because I'd be so keen for you guys to try Hogarden again, because I think the curry is really going to grow on you guys.
Maybe that's something we talk about off camera, but we do like the first 9 beers again in a sitting and see how we go.
In one sitting, that works so well.
Anyway, I think that Billy just summed it up. The cans are cool, okay? I'm not afraid to say it. I think these guys got the best cans in the business. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. So I think it's about time we get to our 6-pack test. So here on Beer Babies, we have a special patented rating system, which is called the 6-pack test. And that is, if you were given a 6-pack of the Last Rites Love Country, how many would you drink? And I'm going to go to Declan first. Dec, how many?
I would probably go.
You're talking to Billy.
I would probably go 1.5. Is that better?
Yep.
I can't see on my screen what's going on because you're just up in the corner here. So
yeah, that's me for sure.
Oh, so Will's up here.
Yeah, that's right. Will's up.
So 1.5 from Declan.
Yeah, 1.5 from Declan. Will, what do you think?
This has grown on me. To start with, I was a bit taken back by it, but I think potentially I didn't give myself the best prep. Now that I've got into it, I've really sunk in. I think this one's a solid 4 out of 6 for me. It's really enjoyable. It's quite drinkable, but there is like a heavy backbone to it that I think would sort of slow me down towards the end. What about you, Bill?
Yeah, I agree. There is that heavy backbone. It is a slightly heavy beer. The aftertaste we were all mentioning earlier, I think that's gone away from me. I don't know if my palate has either gotten used to it or it's killed my palate. Either way, I'm in place. I'm about to finish the first one, and I would probably drink another 4.5. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5. It's good, but it's.
I'll pass you.
I'll put back.
I'll pass you mine, Billy. Here you go.
Oh, thanks, Deck. Good. Thanks, mate. Oh, thanks. A full can. I got it. You can put your hand down now. Thank you. Will, I might pass this to you now.
Oh no! Here, wrong way, Billy. Other way, Billy. Other way, Billy. Other way.
Here we go. It's up to you. Oh, brilliant.
That's good stuff. That's the sort of stuff you're not getting on other podcasts. And if you liked this podcast, we've got plenty more episodes. We're pretty late to the Zoom game, but you know what? We're making it our own. We've really enjoyed this past few weeks. It's been different, but it's still fun. It's that same old Beer Babies, just a little bit different. If you've liked this episode, make sure you check us out. Look at the older episodes. You can find them all on our YouTube channel. You can get us wherever you get your pods. If you have a favorite beer, we'll review it. So all you have to do is send us an email at beerbabiespod@gmail.com. Check out our Instagram at beerbabiespod. Lots of fun stuff going on there. I put up lots of little clips, videos, photos, all sorts of fun stuff. It has been awesome hanging out with you guys. So for one last time, thanks for coming all the way down, Declan.
No problem. Thanks for coming up, Billy. I think
you got it, man.
Billy.
Ciao for now, guys. It's been fun.
Bye. See ya.